Hey y'all, it's Lonnie and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything mom life, wife life, kid life, and homeschool. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like the content here. If you do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell at the top so that you will know every time I upload something new. If you are already a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out with me in my virtual home. Now, let's get into it. Today, I am in my office because I am going to do some lesson planning. Today's video is all about planning for fall. I'm doing a last minute fall plan. So if you need to plan for fall, like me, you waited to the last minute, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, first thing I do when I want to plan out a unit is start with books. Sometimes I do try to pull particular books, and if I plan far enough in advance, I will hold them at the library. If not, I just go and search the library for whatever topic that we want to focus on, and I just grab the books that they have and I work with that. So for this last minute fall pumpkin week, we are going to use the following books. How's the Weather in Fall by Rebecca Felix. Night of the Pumpkinheads by Michael Rosen. Pumpkin Time by Urzi Deek. Froggy Picks a Pumpkin by Jonathan London. The Peculiar Pumpkin Thief, Geronimo Stilton. A Pumpkin Prayer. Now the app that I'm using is called Libby. It's a free library app. So as long as you have a public library card, I think it works for all libraries. You just input your information and then you can check out some books. So these books I really wanted to use, but they weren't in my local library and I don't have time to try to put them on hold. So I just got them in this Libby app. They're free and I can perfectly go through this book and we can read this together, no problem at all. So once I have all of my books pulled, then I go and I look for different activities to do that can go with the week. So down at the bottom here, I have some different activities that I would like to do for this pumpkin week. So once I have my book and my activities, then I start splitting them up into days. So what day do I want to read which book? And then what days do I want to do which activity? I try to pair an activity with a book that kind of goes along with it. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It's really no big deal. If you're super particular about it, then you probably want to plan further in advance so that you can pull out particular books. So then from my rough draft, then I move on to make just a prettier copy. That's really for myself. You don't have to make another copy if you don't want. You can just stick with your rough draft. So now I have a nice clean version of my plans for pumpkin week. I did go back through and kind of color coordinate the different things. So every book that we're reading is grading in green. If we're doing a writing activity, it's pink. Whatever our special activity is for the day is purple. This red is cooking, so our activity has to do with cooking. On Friday, our activity is science-based. So just remember, you can have more or you can have less in your plans. This is actually our week off from school, so I don't want to overwhelm her with a whole bunch of stuff. She has chosen to continue learning during her off week. She said she doesn't want to take a week off. She wants to focus on pumpkins for the whole week. So that's what we're doing. And that is why I am planning this last minute. So after I get this all planned out or written out nice and neat, I do this on my rough draft also. I put a little star next to the activities where I need to prepare things. So I need to have supplies or I need to print out something. So I'm gonna go back through on here and put stars everywhere that I will need to gather some materials that I have not prepared. My vocabulary, I put in a star everywhere that I need to print something out, and I'll erase that star once I print it so I know. Okay, then I just take my plan and staple it. And as I start to print and gather everything, I'll just put it inside of this manila folder. Next, I think about what scripture will go with the week. So we are using Indescribable, 100 Devotions About God and Science. This is perfect because it is God and science. And I've already picked out what scripture we're going to use for this week. So we're doing Philippians 4:12 through 13, bloom where you are planted. And we'll read through this and we'll discuss. We'll think of some things that we want to pray for. And then I love this because at the end, they always have a sample little prayer. So not only are you teaching your kids about God and science, but then it's also teaching them how to pray and what kind of things to pray for. So I just take my little index card just to remind myself. And I'm just going to write down Philippians 4:12 through 13. Lastly, I do a card on supplies. So again, as I look at each activity, I think about what kind of things I may need that I don't have or I need to grab extra of. I make myself a supply list. That way, I can gather everything together. I have it and I'm not trying to run to the store the day of the activity. So okay, so those are all my supplies. My week, my supplies, vocabulary list, scripture, my index cards, so there you go. I have my entire week planned out with all of my activities. I have all of my books, including my digital book, Indescribable, which we're going to use for our scripture. And inside of my folder, our scripture, vocabulary words for the week, and any supplies that I need to make sure that I have. So where I put this little star, all the things that I need to print out and make sure that I have gathered together, I'll print those out, put them right inside this manila folder, and then everything is all together and ready to go. Okay, y'all, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope that this was helpful. Please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section below. Tell me what kind of things are you planning this year for fall? What kind of things are you planning for Christmas? I probably should start planning for Christmas. I'm a spontaneous planner, guys. I don't plan everything out too far in advance. I kind of just like to roll with the punches. I have a loose plan, but not detailed like we did today. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 200. Yay! Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Get us to 200 followers. 200 followers? 200 subscribers. almost at 200. Well, in the meantime, have a wonderful whatever day it is that you're watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.